I love a fire. My husband set me a fire. He can light a fire for nothing. He's a lady man. Last June at the family reunion we had in Chicago. We had a really nice time. I wish it could have been a little longer, but we went bowling, and that was fun. I think everybody enjoyed that. Everybody enjoyed that.
Yeah. I really, really enjoyed seeing some of the cousins that haven't seen like really forever, like Kevin. That lit up my heart to see Kevin.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I knew him from the window. And I hadn't seen him in years, and I knew that was him.
That's true. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward.
Yeah, I am as well.
To this June, so we can have a good time and meet some of my cousins and stuff. So family, Aunt Maddie's kids, Uncle Paul kids, Uncle Joe. I don't think Uncle Joe had no kids. Big Mama's kids. I like to see y'all in St. Louis. So please come out.
Uncle Vernon's daughter.
My cousin Minnie. And my dad's sister in blonde. Rena, Bridget, Wani, all of y'all welcome.
All of you guys that was raised up with us, we are one family.
We are one family. And we have issues, but I love our ways, our issues.
Doesn't change.
And I think that's the most important part, because people tend to, whatever their mind is, and they want to draw back. But we didn't ask to be family. We was chosen to be family. So you got to take people's good with their bad, just like they take your good with your bad. And that's when you can conquer the world, when you can move on with life and move on as a family. And I know some family really makes it work, but this one here is rough.
That's because we so spread it out.
No, that's because we all alike. That's what that's about. That ain't about the location. That's about
and we
the
are
mind.
Spread it out too, because we haven't seen each other in years and years. Some of us.
That's true. I found Big Mama and Granddaddy Tillman's marriage license on accessories.com. And Alita Davis, female, County Prairie, Arkansas, spouse Tillman Getty. And they was married January the 9th, 1937. Certified number 22959. Okay, so they made them legit.
Yep, definitely.
To go from, Big Mama and Granddaddy, how we done become the Davis Getty or Getty, however you want to, who we are as one family. So out of that union, there was 8 daughters. So there's Aunt Astor, Aunt Teresa, Aunt Alice, my mama, Essie.
Margaret.
Yeah, Aunt Maud, Aunt Ruth, Aunt Rose, and Aunt Goldie. So let me see if I can remember. So I think Aunt Astor had how many kids? 8? Gary,
7.
Larry, Paulette, Carolyn, Marva, Charles.
6.
She only got 6? She had...
That's it.
3 girls?
Oh, if you count Patty.
Yeah.
It's 7.
7. Yeah, we got to count Patty.
That's
Patty
the oldest.
Right. So, this picture, been in the family for years. Pretty much everybody got a copy of this picture. Don't you have this picture?
No. But my mom probably has it.
There's Diane right there, and that's Linda.
That's another one that Alice boys.
And that's St. Goldie. I thought that was George.
No, George is right there.
So that's your mama. One of the twins. That's my mama. And Aunt Teresa.
Now, who is this?
I don't know who that is.
Let me see. That's a woman, isn't it?
I thought it was a boy myself.
You know, we're going to have to ask Linda who that is.
Linda don't know who it is.
She don't know who it is either?
But, so anyway, so Aunt Alice actually had 7 kids, right?
Right.
So then,
Teresa.
Aunt Teresa, oh Lord, she had 8. She had 8. She had George, Bill, Ricky, Tony,
Derek, Zachary,
San, and Rochelle.
And there's only 2 of them left.
And there's only 2 of them left, Bill and Ro.
Yeah.
And then Aunt Maud, I don't think I know Aunt Maud.
And Margaret had 7 kids.
7 kids, you know them all.
She had Gwen, Phyllis, Valerie,
Sean,
Lamont. How many is that?
I think that's about 6. But I think she had another son somewhere. We say Gwen, Valerie, Phyllis, Sean, Lamont.
Yeah, she do. One died. Ronnie died.
Okay. So that's
Ronnie died in the army.
So Aunt Alice has Deborah,
4.
Renee, Janice, and Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay. And only Janice has passed away.
Yeah.
So, and then Aunt Ruth had 5 girls. Linda, Diane, Audrey, Cassie, and Terry Jo.
And Audrey passed
and Audrey passed away. And then my mom had 6 kids. And Veronica
passed away.
James, Tyrone, Yvette, myself, and Angie. And then your mama have how many kids?
7.
And it's you, Daryl,
Tan, Reggie, T,
Trini, and Mick.
And Shamika.
And all y'all are living well. And then Aunt Goldie had 4. So she had Lisa, Lonnie, Rhonda, Kim. And Lisa and Rhonda is deceased, so she has Lonnie and Kim left.
Yes.
And I had wrote down on the paper how many first cousins we had and how many we had living. And it was sort of scary.
Yeah.
You know, that our family is dwindling and it's leaving us, and that's why it makes it more important for us to get together
more often.
And that our kids know their cousins and who they are and where they come from, even though now we spread it out, you know, because we come from Arkansas and we made a pit stop in Mount Vernon, and then I made our way to Chicago. And the majority of us lived in Chicago growing up. Until they come back to Mount Vernon. Besides, Nestor and her family always lived in Mount Vernon, Illinois. But then to say that Big Ma, now I get a little confused with this because I know she had a twin, and she had a twin. Uncle Joe was a twin.
Her twin was
Joretha.
And they called him Uncle Joe.
Yeah. And then there was Uncle Paul.
And Uncle Paul.
And Maddie.
Maddie.
Now, I think she had other siblings, but I don't ever recall meeting them. But when I looked up on Ancestry, there was other siblings there. There was
Maddie. Is it Maddie?
Aunt Maddie. Well, we know Aunt Maddie. There's an Ernest, Aunt Maddie. There's a Roosevelt is 20. Big Mama 20. Joretha, her twin, is 20. Ruby Davis, they say that's her sister. And then Onitha, that's Aunt Maddie's daughter. That's Lowe's mom. And then Cersei, That's Aunt Maddie's daughter also. Then there's a Jessie Davis. And then I was talking to Sheila earlier, and she was mentioning a Jessie Davis. And then there's Teresa Davis. No, that's Aunt Teresa, and then Aunt Esther. That's what's on this census here. And what year is this? I can see what year that this census was taken. Yeah. So, and for that, from our family, there's a lot of people has been, that we're missing out on and getting to knowing and loving, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And our kids don't even know each other like we did.
Right.
We lived at the park
Right.
on the holidays, all of us.
Well,
It
yeah.
wasn't just Big Mama's kids; it was her sister's
I
kids,
think well
and
we live so close together that we seen each other on a daily, regular basis.
it seemed like every
And
Friday when
every
they was
Friday
playing
when they were playing
cards.
cards and hanging out.
Yeah,
And so that kept us all
together
together,
and close.
you
Yeah.
know. But Uncle Paul, he had what I one that I seen his family. Here it is, Paul Davis married Eva Davis, so he had and we call him Aunt Bertha, but actually they was our mom's first cousin, but we are respecting and said aunt. But there's Aunt Bertha, Viola, Aunt Viola, and Theola. They twins.
Yeah.
And then Babe Spencer. I don't know if that's a roomie, but they told me that Bertha just passed away. Not even a year ago.
Yeah.
They told me that the other day. You know, but Viola, I think, is still living. So I like to talk to her and see how much she knows about her dad and the stories he tells and the family. So I'm gonna call her this week. I have a number in there.
Yeah, that'll be great. I can remember all of them growing up, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And whose household was that one?
But I think this was like Big Mama's uncle.
What's his name?
Duncan
Duncan?
Davis. I think this was like her daddy's uncle. And his wife, Savannah Davis, Carl Davis, Lucy Davis, Roosevelt Davis' son, Adele Davis, Mozella Davis, Lenzo Davis.
Glenn. Oh, yeah.
So I think when she pulled that up, I think he was Big Mama's dad brother.
Well, maybe one of our other family members knows about Duncan Davis.
Mm-hmm. And this is Fred Hale. This is when Big Mama married him, whatever year that was.
Mm-hmm.
See, when she married him, Larry and Gary was kids.
And my mom was 12.
Your mom was 12. My mom was 14. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. And then I was running, like we were doing the research, I ran across a Moss obituary. Actually, now we're trying to figure out how many kids she had. It's survived by her mother, Letha George, 3 sons, Lamont Getty, Robert Childs, both for Chicago and Shaw. That's who we was missing. We was missing Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Gwen, Harvey, Phyllis Getty, both for Chicago, and Valerie Child, and 8 grandchildren. And see, we only know we only know one of her grandchildren, and that's Nikki.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has her sisters and all.
Yeah. And Ruth, Aunt Alice. They got Aunt Alice named
Sue Ellen.
Sue Ellen. That's funny.
Definitely spelled wrong.
That's true. Well, yes, I ran across that. This is the 1940 census. Who is this? Well, this. Well, this is Big
Yeah.
Mama. Is that Tilma Gaddy, Aletha Gaddy, Esther Gaddy, Alice Gaddy, Essie Gaddy. Got Mama name spelled Effie
Effie
instead
Getty.
of Essie. Rosetta Gaddy. She was 2 at the time.
And where
So
was that at? Prairie County,
that says Perry County, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
But I think right after here they left
And
and
went to Mount.
they stopped in Cairo because Angodi was born in Cairo.
Oh, and
And
she
see, your
definitely
mama was
ain't on the
2,
list.
so she ain't on the list. So she
And
wasn't
Mama
even
must
born
have
yet.
been pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who is that? Is this grandma or him? Because he graduated from college. That had to be her.
Well, it says relationship to wife, head of household, home in 1940. House number 229. Sheet number, I don't know.
What's a sheet? What's a sheet
Well,
number?
paper form.
Uh,
Attended school or college? No. The highest grade completed, the 5th grade. This must be Big Mama's.
yeah, it has to be.
Weeks worked in 1939, 30 weeks. Income 0. Income other source none. Neighbors view other on page. Yep. Yeah, so that tell you some things. But back then, I don't know if they was have a document when you was picking cotton and rice and working on the steamboats and all of that.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
she did pick cotton.
She did pick cotton.
And he helped.
Right.
He would go, they said he would go, he said he would go after school and go help Mom pick cotton.
Cotton. Yeah.
And his family left, supposedly left South Carolina because of the, like, the same incidents with Color Purple.
Right. Well, that's probably
And that's why
where
we
they
all
dropped them off at in South Carolina. That's where most slaves landed until they made their way farther southwest. West but still south. Yeah.
They were originated from the North and South Carolina borders.
Right.
And when they left there because of that incident with one of the cousins, with one of my grandfather's cousins, with granddaddy's cousins. It's a story, and if anybody in our family, has heard it besides me, that's how we got scattered all over the place. Because one of the cousins slapped, killed, or did something to a white man back in the day after he just slapped his wife.
Oh.
Yeah. And the cousin and his wife and stuff left.
Oh.
And that's basically the story that I heard when I was little, how the Gaddys got scattered. But in the beginning, it was them 12 kids with their kids on that North and South Carolina border. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna try to see can I contact somebody, see can I reach some of Maddie's family up in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
Maddie's cousin Cersei and her daughter. I think her daughter's name was Cersei too. So somebody got to be on Facebook somewhere. If anybody y'all out there and your grandmama was Aunt Maddie Howard / Maddie Davis, Aunt Cersei, cousin Cersei. We're your family on the Davis side, and we'd like for y'all to come to the family reunion in St. Louis on June the 22nd through the 25th. And you can contact my sister. You got your flyer?
No.
Let me see if I pull out my flyer. Give me a minute. But they have a whole family reunion. Here we go. Here it is. It says Family Fun Weekend 2023 Davis Gaddy. We're still standing. Ruth, Essie, Margaret, Betty, Alice, Esther, Teresa, Rosetta, and we want to add a Maddie's family on there, Uncle Paul family on there. And it's Friday at 7 p.m. We're having a cookout. Saturday at 10 a.m. is the picnic at Tower Grove Park, St. Louis. What's this going on? All them tournaments, domino tournament, spades tournament, bid whist tournament, three-legged race. They got it going on this year. Okay. And then it says here on the flyer, it says family reunion, fees and t-shirts order form. So you got your name, address, and all of that. It says $85 per individual before 3/1/23, $95 after 3/1/23, $160 per couple before 3/1, $180 per couple after 3/1. Children $40, 7 to 14. Children under 0 to 6 is free. So we're going to send out some flyers, but most of the information is online on Facebook. And you can contact Angela Kimball Widget at 407 North Street, Mount Vernon, Illinois, 62864. And they also have a committee. They didn't ask me to be on the committee, but I seem to be doing all the damn work. For more information, please contact Pamela Brooks Eggleston, Angela Kimball Widget, Lexi Lachey Eggleston, James Widget. I think Zena on the committee too, ain't she?
And so is Zarina.
Yep, Zena on the committee. Zena Ivory. I don't know Zena married name.
Middleton.
Is it Middleton?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Rena.
But she ain't Ruth's granddaughter. So that's why I said Ivory, just so everybody, because I think they're trying to get each sister have a represent. And I think Sean is on there too. Linda's son, Sean, he on there too. So I'm looking forward to his cook, because he be throwing down on Facebook. He be looking so good. I'm ready. Because I want some of them chicken wings. They high though. That's why you got to charge. That's why you got to charge $85. It's getting ugly. So we should have, but also they were talking about, why St. Louis? Why St. Louis? St. Louis is the Midwest. It's the middle for everybody. And St. Louis has free zoos. They have a very nice zoo. They have a really nice botanical garden. They have the Arch. It's very affordable. They have the riverfront. They got casinos. They got Six Flags. There's a lot to do in St. Louis. They got Forest Park, and they got free museums. St. Louis is a really nice place to spend a weekend. Yeah, that's true. It's a 4-hour drive from Chicago, hour drive from Mount Vernon. You can fly in from any international city because they have the same STL, the airport. So it's in a good spot. Kansas City, Topeka family. It's just a 4-hour ride for y'all too. So it'd be nice to hang out in the Show Me State and see what we got going on. So even when y'all fly in from Orlando, from Florida,
we flying to St. Louis.
Y'all flying right into St. Louis. But I know y'all might rent a car, but they got but I still call it L, but they call it the Metro Link. I still hollering the L like I'm in Chicago.
No, I done got lazy. I don't want to fly in. I'm driving.
Oh, all of y'all driving?
No, I'm driving a day early.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just saying for those who do fly and you don't want to rent a car, you can take the Metro Link because they have really good public transportation.
Yeah.
And then somebody, can pick you up if you make arrangements ahead of time. But I definitely don't want to drive out of Texas. I don't know if we flying or driving, but I'm gonna have to make my mind up here real soon.
Well, for me, it's coming from Orlando. That's like 16 hours for me.
I know, but you like driving, so I don't want to do that.
Nah, I stop halfway and stay all night with my bestie, and we roll off from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That whole 16 hours y'all coming through, that's a damn how long it take you to get out of the state of Texas. I ain't messing with Texas. They say everything big in Texas. So hopefully, if everything just work out, we ain't gonna jump the cart. But so hopefully we get going. We can entertain everybody here in Texas, and we can go to that park we found the other day. But we're gonna see how this unfold for us. So, so family, Aunt Maddie's kids, Uncle Paul kids, Uncle Joe. I don't think Uncle Joe had no kids. Big Mama's kids. I like to see y'all in St. Louis. So please come out.
Uncle Vernon's daughter.
My cousin Minnie. And my dad's sister in blonde. Rena, Bridget, Wani. All of y'all welcome.
All of you guys that was raised up with us, we are one family.
We are one family. And we have issues, but I love our ways, our issues. You need a drink.
I'm getting thirsty.
All right. Travis, you see if your cousin got some margarita left in there?
Oh, no. You
want a margarita?
That been gone.
That's gone? Well, it's a bit. What you
Water.
Want?
I'll get up and get myself something.
I can get it for you. She old. She's almost going to be 70.
Wow, Blondie.
Don't tell everybody. Trey can get it for you, Cynthia, for real, because it's dark and you stumble over those rocks.
Blondie.
Trey, look in the refrigerator and get Cynthia water. Then now when you fall, I'm going to laugh after I pick you up. It's dark.
I can see really well, Blondie.
All right, I'm just saying be careful. I'm just trying to help you now. Oh, I want you to go back to Orlando just like I picked you up. I don't want no issues out of your family. I don't want recalling me. What happened to my mama? What she do? I ain't trying to listen to none of that. None. All right, we got a fight going back again.
Okay.
All right, honey, you gonna this Valentine's Day. Did we mention this Valentine's Day? And what a perfect end to a good day. We got a bonfire. We got some heat going on. Can you give us one little small song? Just a half or something.
Purple raindrops, spotted flowers. I daydream for hours.
All right, baby.
Since I met you,
all right, now.
Can't forget you. Oh, what am I gonna do?
All right, now, baby.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
That was beautiful.
Just can't tell ya how it feels.
All right, now, baby.
I just can't find a word to tell. Love like ours, it takes more than hours and hours and hours. I hear bells ring, I hear angels sing, just what that means. Since I met you, can't forget you. Oh, what am I gonna do?
All right, baby.
What am I gonna do?
All right. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Thank you. Now, see there, y'all come to family reunion, y'all can get some more of that because we can have karaoke night. What y'all got to bring to the table? Thank you, baby. Give me a kiss. Happy Valentine's Day. All righty. Okay. Cynthia, you next?
What?
Oh, I guess
I
not.
can't sing.
She said she can't sing.
But I can play a song on my playlist.
Oh, you have something on your playlist?
It ain't Valentine's, but it's definitely a beautiful church song. My favorite.
Okay.
I can imagine seeing our family this summer, sitting around chit-chatting. It's going to be wonderful.
It is.
Especially when you haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
I know families that do have them every year. And yes, we had one last year, and we're trying to regroup and get our kids to know one another, to be able to party and talk to each other on the
spend
phone.
Time to each other, yeah.
No matter what city or state they're in.
Right.
I got a nephew all the way in Canada, you know? And for him to come here and to meet his family would be great for him.
Yeah, it'd be great for everybody.
Yeah, and for them to get to know him, and his name is Reginald. And to get to know him and be able to visit him in Canada, him to come over here and visit other people, But all he has is that Gaddy last name, but he don't know any of us.
Right.
And
well, if you have the same time every year, and people get so they can count on it, then they can put it in their budget to come.
Yeah.
But if you just say, "Oh, it's gonna be here, it's gonna cost you $100 million," and they say, "Well, I ain't got $100 million, so I ain't coming."
Right. Yes, true.
Every year, you say it costs a couple $100, and they'll save their money if they ain't got none. And some people got it, so they'll come anyway. So people gotta, like Blondell always say, you gotta be able to plan and set stuff aside. So then it ain't so expensive when you got it in your budget to do it.
Right. Right. And I think that is the big key for people. When your funds are low and then somebody says it's gonna cost $400 by the time you get hotel and fees and that, and then they get to crying because they don't have $400 in one whop, but they've been knowing for 8 months that this event's going to take place. So then you have to start saving your money. You got to start stashing because you preparing, and that's the mindset that you have to get people in when they on a budget. Well, hell, I'm on a budget. So that's why I plan my money. It's been a blessing for Harold and I to enjoy you.
Yeah. You gotta do this more often now.
You done spoiled my husband.
I gotta come visit more often, huh?
You done spoiled my husband. You can go in. I'm gonna burn that last box. I'm gonna head to my yard.
I want to relax. I'm tired.
We'll go lay down.
You wore me out today.
I know.
In my back line up here.
Here, put these over your legs.
That's why I'm better off walking with a cane.
Can you throw that box on that fire when you get up?
Yeah.
And wash them rocks.